Awareness is powerful, but it doesn't change your life until you interrupt the pattern. Let's talk about it. I'm Brittany, hey, your manifesting mentor. I'm not a coach, I'm not a guru, but I'm a woman who walks the walk and who shares what works. Catching yourself is one step, but what you do after you catch yourself, that's where everything begins to change. Because awareness without action just turns into observation. And a lot of people get stuck there. They notice the thought, they notice the reaction, they notice the emotion rising, and then they still go along with it. And that's the moment the real work begins. Because once you're aware, you have a window, a small one, but a powerful one, to choose differently. This is what it means to interrupt the pattern. When the familiar thought starts to play, you don't follow it all the way through. When the same emotional reaction starts to rise, you don't let it take over your body the way it used to. You pause, you breathe, you create space, and in that space, you get to decide. This is where Neville Goddard's teachings become real. He talked a lot about persisting, but not in the outside world, but in the state you choose to occupy. So even if your environment hasn't changed yet, you don't go back to the old state. You don't rehearse the same story. You don't agree with the same identity. You interrupt it. And this is also where Abraham Hicks's work comes in, because they teach that you can literally feel your way back into alignment, and not by forcing yourself to feel amazing, but by reaching for a better feeling thought, something that softens the moment, something that regulates your state just enough to stop you from spiraling downward. Nobody's saying you have to be perfect, but you do need to start catching the pattern and choosing not to go all the way down the same road. Because the moment you interrupt the pattern, you stop reinforcing the old version of yourself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is your reminder, and you got this.